Morning, or I don't know if it's morning where you're at. Random numbers. So if we take a look in the math one this time, we got a new thing called random number, and it's already got a default 1 to 10. But you can see in the example that it's talking about random number, the minimum to the maximum. If we run this thing, got an orange ellipse that's showing up, and as I run it more and more, it's moving left and right only though. So if we look about what they wrote, we got a tomato background and we're going to fill this ellipse with orange. And we got a random number between 0 and 400. And that's for the x value. Remember on our ellipse, that's our x value is changing between 0 and 400 each time that we run it. Okay, so it's bouncing between all of those. Then on this one, we need to play around with that. Let's not make it go all the way to 400. Let's go to make 0 to 200 and see what that looks like. So now it's not going to go past this midpoint anymore. So it's not going to be over on the right side. It's always going to be random number over on the left. Alright, so that one looks good. Pump it in. If we take a look at our next, we got a random number, but we need to make sure that the y value changes as well, because right now we've got just the x. It's only going to move x left and right, and so we want to do the same thing and bring in option for the y value. So I'm going to drag this and drop it on the 200 because it was always staying down 200. Now I'm going to change this. Let's move it, make it go from 100 to 300. So it's going to go anywhere in a box right about like this. Okay, so I'm going to run it a few times. You can see it's not going to go all the way to the top because it's not less than 100, and it's not going to go all the way to the bottom because it won't get greater than 300. So we constrain that in there. Hey, we did it. Last one, variables and random numbers. So on this one you can see they made a smiley face. It's got eye size right here. Eye size is 27, and that they called it up when they made those circles, the eye portion of it. So the eye size is defined by the variable here, and it's 27. But we're going to use a random number on that. So let's go replace that, and we're going to go from 1 to 30. We'll go a little bigger. And reset and run it. So we got small eyes, similar, and it will be a random number between 1 and 30. Good job. Good luck. Remember, we can use variables and random numbers together.